And they are successful people who are able to have a wonderful life because I've helped educate them. Master's students who go work for companies, undergraduates who go work for companies, or go on to medical school and they've got those research tools in their hip pockets, so when they become a doctor and they come across something that they don't quite know how to deal with, they have those research backgrounds to be able to collaborate with people that can do the bench research. So that's a second way, by helping those students who are learning as we go through the research projects. And then third, those students when they graduate often go solve their own problems. And for every student that I graduate, if I can do 100 projects in my career, but I educate 100 students who all do 100 projects in their careers, well, now I've done 10,000 projects. And I've helped groups of people in 10,000 different ways. And I'm just at a stage in my career now, after having done this for about 12 or 13 years, that some of my students are out there doing it. My first PhD student is moving to Ghana and she's setting up a research lab there. Another student founded his own company to do DNA diagnostic testing for third world countries that couldn't afford $100 per sample that we pay in the United States. And he set up testing services for blood banks in Guatemala and a few other countries that he can provide at $3 a sample instead of $100 a sample. And just knowing that my students are out there doing those sorts of things, I love keeping up and keeping in touch with them and seeing what they're doing in the world. You don't need to know the first law of thermodynamics to serve. And I see myself as a servant to my students. I see myself as a servant to the people who have whether it be cancer or an infection or whatever it is I've gotten a research grant to approach. I see myself as their servant, trying to find a solution to their problem. And ultimately, by being a servant to my students and to the folks that are represented by that grant funding agency.
So ultimately, science is really, for you, a tool to serve people.
That's exactly what it is I see my job as being a servant of